To continue on, we will take out our spelling workbooks, and please turn to page 52. We are going to be looking at list 26, and you will be working on pages 52 to 53. But let us go over these spelling words and make sure that you understand the different word families. The first word family we have is the long O sound with the silent E at the end. And you will see that there are three words, being bone, phone. Notice in phone that the PH has an F sound, and the combination of S and H, which makes the sh sound, shown. The next word family is the air family. In this family, we have the bossy R. Now, the bossy R is that the R sound takes over and changes the vowel sound. The word is care. It is not care, with a long A sound, because that's what we seem to know when we have a silent E at the end, that the vowel would have a long A sound, but it doesn't. The R, which comes after the vowel, changes the word. For example, if we had the word crane, here we have the word crane, there's an R before the A, and therefore this is the long sound, the A sound and the silent E. But because we have the R after the word care, it's not care or scare. It's even hard to pronounce. So that's called the bossy R. We had it the other day when we were doing our phonics with the Cowboys lesson. Well, anyway, those words are care, scare, and share. Here again, the S and H sound make the sh combination. All right, now the next one is the R, as I mentioned before, coming after, and we have the word cared, scared, and shared. Notice that when we put the D at the end, it's usually an ED that we add to make pass. We don't have two E's. Care would look very funny if we had C-A-R-E-E-D. Then it would be a word like careed, which is not a word. So in this case, we drop that second E and we just add the D, and it's cared. And this puts the time of the action in the past. He cared for his pet. She scared her friend on Halloween. I shared my candy bar. So you see that we have to be very, very careful. And then, of course, our memory word is the word were. It follows no pattern at all. It's just a word that we have to use. Okay, so when you do your pages, you will work on the individual word families and choose the correct word. And then on page 53, you will see a dictionary drill where you would put a dot in between the two words. Remember, these are compound words, which are two words with their real spelling joined together to make one word. We have the word raincoat, bookstore, baseball, hornbook, spaceship, and stoplight. There's a very interesting comment here about what is a hornbook. It sounds kind of strange, But children in colonial America, that's in the time of George Washington, often read from a special book called a horn book. They weren't able to have books all the time like we have today. A horn book was made by tacking a thin layer of a cow's horn over a piece of paper onto a wooden paddle. Sometimes the hornbook was placed on a string and worn around the child's neck. By having a hornbook with them, the children could learn the letters of the alphabet and the Lord's Prayer as they did their chores or jobs around the house. So these are your 2 pages that have to be done. And while you're at it, you are going to do your handwriting, which is review of the long O sound, and it would be pages 157. I'll write that down. 157 and 158. Okay. And this is where we're reviewing the long O, which could be just the word O, O-E, S-N-O-W, as in snow, and low. And try to do your best. Make sure you have the proper spaces. You know, you could use a 1 finger space in between each word. Capital letters at the beginning and a period at the end. On the next page, you will have some compound words, blue bell, blue fish, and notice blue jeans. Blue jeans is not connected, but it's still considered a compound word. And you have the sentence that you will write. Notice is a capital and a period at the end. So those 4 pages from spelling and from your handwriting book will be done at home by you in your workbooks.